Hello, everybody. It's Alex Ihama, and welcome to the School of Greatness. It's Alex Ihama, the author of this book, The Mystique of Leadership. And I hope you have your copy. And also of this one, Welcome to Greatness. Listen, it is a very short episodes, very short classes to provoke your thoughts. These are very short classes to reorient your mind, to renew your mind. Very short classes to challenge you, my friend. If you've heard me speak, perhaps I've been in your corporation, in your church, your school, your community. I speak in the government functions. I do executive retreats and all that. You will know that my messages are literally, they are built to renew your mind. They are built to instigate, to ignite transformation in you. See, in today's class, I want to talk about the original purpose of leadership. A lot of people don't know that. Everybody wants to have a leadership role. Everybody wants to be in leadership. I get people who come to me all the time. As an executive coach, I want to attain the next level in the company. I want to be this and that. But you see, it's very important to understand the original concept, the original reason behind anything you do. Right? Even if you want to get married, you want to understand what marriage is about. Why did God create marriage? You want to understand that. Don't get in because you're in love. Love don't keep marriage together. Let me tell you that. Wisdom does. So, with leadership, let me leave you with quickly 5 quick things you wanna keep in mind. These are really prerequisite to leadership. Number one, the first purpose of the concept of leadership is to develop yourself. A lot of people don't know this. I bet many of you don't even know that, right? So it's to develop yourself. I see leaders all the time. I say, what book are you reading? Oh, well, I don't have time for a book. The fact you don't have time to read a book means you should not hold a position of authority. Period. Forget about reading a book. We're talking Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg. This guy are reading a book a week, sometimes a book a day. Are you as busy as these guys? Come on. If you are not making time to develop yourself, you are not ready to be in any role, any leadership role, period. If you want me to stop at point number one, I do. And that is it. How well are you developing yourself? If you're watching this thing now, applaud yourself because you're developing yourself right now. Developing yourself is no longer, you go sign up for a 2-year degree program, 4-year degree. No. I spend 4 hours intentional development of myself. 4 hours. I'm reading a couple of books. I watch videos. There are people I follow, right? There are researches I have to do to develop myself. The second one is to develop people. Hello? Is to develop people. It's literally to love people. Like to love people, to care about people, to encourage people, to inspire people, to motivate people, to listen to people. If you're not doing any of this and you call yourself, in fact, you can't call yourself a leader. Leadership, as I said in my book here, The Mystique of Leadership is ascribed. It's not prescribed. Leadership, we've not made you a leadership position in the bank or in the company. No. They've given you a managerial position. They've elected you into office. They've voted you into office. Perhaps you inherited the role as a traditional ruler, right? But that doesn't make you a leader. Leadership is developing people. You develop yourself, then you develop people. You must spend at least 4 hours, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours to sit down with people, to coach them, to mentor them, to listen to them. I'm tired of hearing of people in corporate world don't having one-on-ones with their employees. Are you kidding me? I'm tired of pastors who run off after a service. Come on. You don't run off after a service. You stay behind and answer questions. That's leadership. The third one is to develop a vision. People don't understand this. You can't achieve a vision. You can achieve a goal. You can achieve an objective. I'll say this for another class. You cannot achieve a vision. You can't do that. You can only advance it. Martin Luther King did not achieve his vision. He advanced it and he passed on the baton to other people to do. It's what you do as leadership. So if you did not develop people, then your vision, when you advance it to a certain point, then you get stuck. The people you develop are supposed to advance the vision after that. Listen, if I go into that, that's another class. You know what? We'll have another class on just vision. But the first original purpose of leadership, to develop yourself. to develop people. Secondly, to develop a vision. Thirdly, the fourth one is to develop a community. Yes, it's to develop a community. Tired of people who are in positions of authority who are not even connected to the people they are meant to lead. They've never been in the community. They hear of natural disaster or hear of this, and they are speaking from some office, call it Oval Office, Round Office, Square Office, call it Downing Street, Rising Street, call it whatever you want to call it. You don't sit down. Leadership is not, there's nothing about leadership that says sit down. When the moment you decide to be a leader, you are going to keep standing for the rest of your life. You want to keep that down, right? To develop a community. These days, you build communities even online. The School of Greatness right now, we're approaching 1 million people. We can reach 1 million literally by the push of a button. We're building technologies to bring them in. We just launched the School of Greatness Africa. The goal is 5 million people by 2025. We are giving them free courses on how to discover your purpose. Go right there, schoolofgreatness.africa, how to discover your purpose. Right, there's 700 million people under 35 in Africa, and I can guarantee you at least 70-80% of them don't even know what their purpose is. Right, so we are building our community. We are building a community in the Caribbean. By the grace of God, we've expanded into Jamaica, into Bahamas, into Dominican Republic. We're looking at Barbados and Trinidad. Literally building another community there of people who understand that, the very essence of leadership is spirituality, and that spirituality, it must be the foundation of your business, or else it will crumble. It must be the foundation of your government, or else it will crumble. Come on, right? And the fifth one is to develop your legacy. My friend, no matter, you cannot get out of life alive. You can't get out of life alive. We're all going to pass on, right? Let's hang on to that promise from God. I think it's Psalm 91. It says, with long life, I will satisfy you. Let's hang on to that promise. But let's know that one day somebody, we're going to go. I've lost friends. I've lost people that are close to me. I've lost my brother. So, I've had to perform funerals of my very good friends, my best friends, and I'm still in touch with their widows. And that's just part of life. So if you want to live on after you pass on, you must understand the concept of leadership, and that the fifth original purpose of leadership is to build your legacy. It's Alex Ihama, of course, your executive coach, professional speaker, global strategist. I've been honored to work on projects exceeding over $1 billion. So I do understand some things about corporate strategy. I believe spirituality are twofold. There's a strategic part of it, there's a spiritual part of it. And for you to be an effective leader, you must be able to marry both. To be a leader means to be a good follower, and a good follower makes you a good leader. So get the book. You get more information, of course, on the book. And find me online. I'm available. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. I'm everywhere. I make myself available. It's what leaders do. Make themselves available. Thanks for watching this episode. Thanks for being into this class. These are very short classes to set you ablaze, to ensure that you can be all that you can be created to be. And I look forward to seeing you in the next class. And please subscribe. Go right now on our YouTube channel, subscribe, forward it to your friends, forward it to your employee, forward it to your church, ask them to subscribe. These are free lessons. Come on, somebody, to make you an exceptional leader. God bless.